EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints.
Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson, touchdown! Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles, you're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 27. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there, good for the Saints, 1st down.
That's good for the Saints.
Coming left is Kamara.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Here's the first carry from Dwayne Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. The middle with Washington. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A give to Kamara running right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Winston. To the right side and complete to Washington.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying, we've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Winston. He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter. And we're tied 7-7. Scored 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead. Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On first, here's Washington. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second and 8.
Kamara trying to right side. About 3 yards there to the 27. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Winston. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here we go with Kamara. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a...
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him up for the save.
They've got to look over 30 yards of turf so far, but the save knocks him backwards. And now they're once the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
3rd and long for Pickett. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. Got an open man, it's Washington. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd down, Washington. Evades the tackler and now some space. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dwayne Washington, 64 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Let's look down the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
114 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jameis to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On 3rd down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. He finds his man Johnson. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Pickett right back to the air again. Flush to his right. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
And it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the two-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to Pickett. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Winston to throw for it on 4. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Washington now out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. Winston. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. They run. It's Kamara.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Winston now from the 50. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Now Pickett. Pass complete. This is Sims. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Looking to throw here. Pickett.
Being chased out left.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Pickett to throw.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
22 yards there, a first down.
Winston to give, it's Kamara.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to almost certainly win the football game. The kick by Lutz is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both